It's time now to go inside innovation. New from Indiana University, IU Ventures is investing in a tech company founded by two alums who created a digital peer support platform. In Tandem Health says the platform helps connect patients and caregivers to others who have experienced the same diagnoses. IU Ventures says In Tandem Health was one of only 8 early-stage healthcare companies selected for inclusion in the most recent Cedars-Sinai Accelerator, a prestigious business accelerator program based in Los Angeles. In the business of health now, for the second straight year, the University of Notre Dame celebrating a record-breaking year of research funding, bringing in $22 million more than the previous fiscal year. Business of Health reporter Kylie Valletta is here now with more. Kylie.
Thank you, Gary. During the fiscal year 2022, Notre Dame received $244 million in research award funding, surpassing the previous record set last year. Much of the funding relates to human health, and the university is adding muscle to its work in precision medicine, establishing the Berthiaume Institute for Precision Health based on a $20 million gift. I chatted with Dr. Paul Bohn earlier today, the director of the new institute, to learn more.
Well, what it really reflects is an dramatic increase in the scale and scope of research across the board, but specifically research that's related to human health. And that's been important in a couple of different ways. One, in allowing us to go out and identify faculty who have research interests in areas that support each other so that we can build up centers of competence and excellence. And at the same time, it's given us the opportunity to develop new centers and institutes which can be focused on a particular part of the human health problem, such as our Berthiaume Institute for Precision Health.
Right, and I want to talk about that new institute established by a $20 million gift to Notre Dame. Explain, what is precision medicine and what is the mission of the new institute?
Well, I think the simplest way that I could describe it to your viewers is to say it's the right treatment to the right person at the right time. And that sounds very simple. And most people, when they hear that, they think naturally of genetic information coming from the Human Genome Project, which was finished 20 years ago. And what we know now is that the genetic information is really just the barest outline of what we need to know to really bring these kinds of modern cutting-edge tools to impact people's health. So the way I like to liken it is to having a blueprint for a house. And you may have a blueprint and you build 2 houses, but when families move in and they decorate and they get painting, they look completely different, even though they started with the same blueprint. And our bodies do much the same with the genetic code. And so what we're trying to do at the Berthiaume Institute is to develop those tools that would allow us to look beyond the genetic code to what actually happens when our cells translate that into the various molecular components that determine our health.
And let's talk about this from a business perspective. A big focus of this institute is to provide the building blocks for startups. Explain that effort taking place there at the institute.
Well, I think we would all agree that in order to have impact, it's got to move out of the laboratory and out of the library and into people's lives, whether that be at a hospital bedside or perhaps in someone's home. And so in order to do that, it's really critical to have entrepreneurs and a whole community of people who are helping translate those discoveries from the laboratory into form factors that can really be used by people in their own lives. And, I think we're familiar with some of these things. We're familiar with glucose monitors, for example, which have been available for some time now. And the things that we would like to begin to develop will require that we train our students in a different way. They'll have to be trained beyond the laboratory in thinking about ways that they can move their developments into the broader public.
Dr. Bohn, thanks for being on the show today, and congratulations again on the funding.
My pleasure, and thanks so much.
In addition to the economic impact, Notre Dame wants the funding and the institute to be a force for good.